right, gang. One more.
Bonjour everyone. We are Sunfall Interactive and welcome to our manor. We are a small studio based in Montpellier, France, working on our first game, Clair Obscur Expedition 33. It's a turn-based RPG set in the fantasy version of late 19th century Belle Epoque France.
Here we are.
Late 19th century France?
Game development actually started as a solo passion project.
Okay.
I wanted to create something like the JRPGs with turn-based combat I grew up with and loved, but that fully leveraged the latest tech, the fresher genre, with
The
new
enemies
features,
look actually crazy.
based in a compelling world. I knew I needed help to realize my dream. First, I turned to a programmer I knew would get it.
Guillaume and I started trading ideas right away. And that
My boy came in with aura, looking like Peter. Okay. That boy said,
turn-based system, combining real-time offense and defense element, and a cinematic
bro, that's actually crazy. Do they got different fits on too? Does he have a like a baguette on, or what they call those, bro?
So the reactive turn-based system, combining real-time offense and defense element, and a cinematic.
I ain't gonna lie, combat looks so nasty.
The first version of those features, we felt we had something both challenging and fun.
As Tom and I went back and forth and iterated on game elements, a vision started to come together, and I shared it with an old friend from university.
Guillaume and I are both passionate gamers, and when we described the project,
My boy, hey, they got aura over here. Why they keep smiling like that?
Because I believe that in video games, success always starts with a strong creative vision. And we had that, defined by 3 core
Does he have a
elements.
Dogecoin freaking doll? I know that's so random, bro.
We had that, defined
Hello, bro. Am I tripping, or does he have the dog, the Dogecoin dog? My bro got a meme desk, dog. He like apparently he likes dogs because I see he got the bowl and that. I know they ain't important, but hey.
that, defined by 3 core elements. A story with great emotional depth. Gameplay that innovates on the classics we love. And a world
Nice.
that is completely original, beautiful, and immersive. We founded Sunfall Interactive on these tenets. A group of friends with a shared vision.
I feel like it's gonna look so much cleaner on PC. But I can't wait. I'm gonna play this game on PS5, dog.
Your legacy. Core to every great RPG is a compelling story. And Guillaume and I spent 4 years intensively developing and refining ours. And that started with the hook. 67
34?
years ago, a massive slumbering paintress and a monolith appeared with no warning. Once a year, the paintress wakes and paints a number on her monolith, and everyone who is past that age is erased. Every year, that number ticks down.
What? Wait, I got questions. I got questions. What if you not technically 34 yet and you 33 about to be 34? Does that mean when your birthday comes and you turn 34, you're just blipped out of here, bro? Or you blip because it's the year of when you born? And I mean, that's a crazy.
Everyone dies younger and younger. Expeditions
What?
depart to kill the paintress, determined to fight until their final breath, but none have ever returned. Our story follows Expedition 33.
Our main character must be 33 too.
Expeditioners, we honor your dedication.
My question is, how long have they been fighting for? Like, what number did she originally start with, and how did she get it? Like, have they been fighting for what? If it's 33, say she started at 100 and worked her way back. Or is it like she started at like 50 or something? That's what I wonder. What number did she start at that made them start to panic?
What's interesting to us are people who, yes, are flawed, but who care deeply about each other. And conflicts arise because they have different perspectives on
The
what
first
needs to be done.
expedition.
I'm sorry about Aria.
We wanted our story to feel dark and mature, with adult characters who feel like real people with real experiences.
I like that.
Always missing something that everyone else just gets.
The heart of the story is about overcoming an existential threat while struggling with loss and grief. And it's rooted in the characters' relationships.
My boy Ben Starr about to go crazy out here.
Huh? Tell me.
Talk to me, Ben.
In a world like this, how does one stay hopeful or make peace with their fate?
From Final
What
Fantasy
duties do we
16
owe
to
to
this,
each other
I
or
think he's
to
gonna.
ourselves?
I think he's
These
gonna put
questions are
on a
deeply personal to
performance.
me, and they permeate the story behind the story.
Know that Lumiere fights with you. Tomorrow comes Expedition 33.
The characters all have their own motivations and perspectives. Gustave and Lune are deeply invested in the expedition, even if they fight all the time. To them, the mission is tied not only to their family, it's central to their identity and purpose.
Protocol doesn't cover
There's a-
every contingency.
There's
You know that.
Contrast that with Ciel, whose darkest days have already happened.
What are the stars whispering to you?
Actually,
I don't hear them no
whispering
more.
to them.
Oh,
It's something my
is that the
dad
moon?
used to
It's
do.
close.
And Maëlle, who cares more about really living her life, not just living longer.
Gustav, are you real?
It's not all dark, though. Along the way, they meet various colorful NPCs and recruit Monoko, who is a friendly but kinda bloodthirsty philosopher.
Okay.
And a playable character. He has a really cool battle mechanic where he can turn
What?
into the enemies he defeats.
What are you doing?
Need foot. Aha!
What?
Very old and has seen many expeditions come and go. He is a
I ain't gonna lie, that's fire.
group of playful beings who view battle as a form of
That kind of reminds me of Final Fantasy 13, specifically X2. If I'm butchering that, my bad. But when you could take like the random enemies, like if you got a special item, I believe you unlock certain enemies that can now be used to fight on your team. Something like that. I forget how the mechanic works, but I know certain enemies can end up being on your team after a while of like gathering and defeating them. So I wonder if that's how his will work. That's actually a neat mechanic, bro. He's gonna be the most diverse character, and I feel like depending on, you're gonna really want to pay attention to the certain enemies you fight, because I wonder, will he only transform to like bosses, or will it be like other smaller creatures, maybe even mini bosses that you could probably transform him into, and how that'll work with you in combat? Because you could take, if depending on how many enemies got like that, if he can transform to any of them, that's so many different combinations that you could work
many
with.
other gestures across the game. And of course, there is Esquier, who is one of the oldest and lore-wise the most powerful creatures in the verse.
Esquier is that powerful?
He will be your mount and help you travel to secret corners of the world.
Genshin, go back to hell.
All paths before me are cruel and arduous. Our time has come.
Okay.
And if you bring him back his special stones, you can unlock abilities for him to access new areas of the world and find exciting secrets.
That's nice.
Everyone has their own reason for joining the expedition, and each of them has their own story arc and resolution that we think players will really connect with.
I ain't gonna lie, they convinced me.
Narrative, we had the
Talk
clear
about the
vision for
music.
our take on the genre's core gameplay. Our reactive turn-based system takes the traditional turn-based battle mechanic we love and adds real-time reaction, which gives combat greater intensity and dynamism.
I wonder how hard this game is gonna
You can
be.
negate all damage by dodging or parrying at the right time. The balancing turn-based with real-time mechanics took a long time to get right. During initial playtest, turn
Granted, you could probably go a full game of no damage if you learn how to parry and block and dodge on time. Like, if that's all it's really taking, and you learn enemy mechanics, you could probably do this whole game with no
Players
damage.
often found the real-time elements too hard.
Potentially.
Some of us are still traumatized by enemies from back then. We've done a lot of rebalancing since, and with a lot of iteration, we ultimately came up with a formula that we're proud of. Players who are good at real-time can take more risks, and others can counterbalance with items and strategies. A big part of that formula lies in the many ways you can customize your character.
I seen that fit.
A lot of time
I seen the fit change.
unique mechanics and their custom skill trees. Our philosophy is making every type of playstyle viable so that everyone can have fun with how they play the game. Each
You could
character
play-
has a unique mechanic.
Okay.
And switches between stances, which can ultimately boost defense or power. I personally like to make Mal the protector of the group, but I'm pretty much the only one at the studio who plays her that way. Most people play her as a glass cannon with Gustav's complementary skills. The characters can also equip hundreds of passive effects, which in our game are called Lumina. Every character has more than 20 unique skills in their skill tree and hundreds of passive effects. They can
Damn.
gain through Lumina and weapons, so there are tons of builds and playstyle to explore. Needless to say, we can't wait to see how you choose to play and what kinds of build you'll design that we probably never even imagined.
I'm not mad at that, bro. That's actually nasty.
Our story is set in the French fantasy world, and I was really excited
Art director.
to design something unique.
So you designed all the
Every level
enemies
has its
and
own
stuff
color
like
and
that.
extra identity. For example, the Gestrel Village is an early area in the game where players can enjoy a fun break. We wanted something that feels chaotic, grungy, and toy-like. It's basically a bazaar. Everything's disorganized, chaos everywhere, huts are unsafe, built without much thought. It's a
Okay.
place where anyone could fight you at any point, which
What?
is pretty much what the Gestrels are like. The Gestrel Village is hidden inside the ancient sanctuary. The ideas here were forest, labyrinth, and sentinels. I designed it as a vibrant place, like an old graveyard of Gestrels, or forgotten wooden toys in a box, with two main colors, red and white. I wanted to make it feel cozy, hidden from danger, with traps and labyrinths in case enemies get in.
Okay.
Same process with the characters. Minoko came in a single concept. I thought of a monkey-like body, white fur with a black and red flat mask.
Ladies, could I?
Ow!
Definitely a Jester.
For escape, we needed a cuddly
Alright, he gonna be the
companion
comedic relief too.
I thought instantly of a giant inflatable balloon and old Victorian pillows with many intricate motifs. We start with the core themes and ideas, and the visuals grow organically from there.
That's actually neat.
From the very start of the project, there was one thing that we absolutely wanted to bring back from older JRPGs. A feature we really loved, but is very rare these days. A completely 3D and navigable world map. Yes, we've got a world map.
A world map.
And it
How
was a real
big?
challenge
Let me
to
see
create
that
both
world
artistically
map.
and technically.
Let me
And
see
if you
that.
ended up
Let me
not
see
being
that thing.
You'll definitely need SK's help traveling around. We're super happy with the result, though, as there's a lot of side paths and entire hidden levels. If you want to fight the toughest bosses of the game, you will have to explore. Good luck.
So they're giving you an option to explore and meet new enemies to fight. The loot probably crazy in this game.
4 years. That's why we're delighted to announce that Expedition 33 launches on April 24th on Xbox Series X and S and is available day one with Xbox Game Pass. You can already wishlist the game and follow us for more info.
So on PlayStation 2, gang. Don't do that. Don't do
The
that.
world of Expedition 33. We are a small,
I think it's only because they was at the Xbox
Can't
showcase.
wait for you to discover our story, our world, and our take on the turn-based genre. On behalf of everyone at Sunfall, thank you for joining us. Tomorrow comes.
Demain viendra.
Tomorrow comes.
Demain viendra.
Demain viendra.
Tomorrow comes.
I'm actually not mad at that, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure I get mine, bro. They got me excited, bro. I want to see the world map. It looks like it's gonna be big, bro, especially due to the trailer. It looks like it's gonna be big, but all right, man. All right, man. I like that. I like that. Okay.